Hey, what's going on? It's Ian Hart here with mybackpaincoach.com, earthfittraining.com, and backpainreliefforlife.com. And so today I wanted to talk to you about the fact that the body is designed to move, and it's designed to move a lot, right? So we know this, everybody knows this, it's not a surprise, but there is some fear surrounded around exercise and movement, etc. And what I want to go over is why there should be no fear around movement in general, or training, or doing any type of training. Right? So, first thing and foremost is depressed people move less. So the less you move, the more depressed or the lower your mood is going to be, right? That's just a biochemical reaction of what's going on. But when people are severely depressed, they tend to shut down. So a way to combat that is through movement, right? So that's one of the main things that people say is, go exercise. That's what just the movement factor of your body connecting to your brain helps you to lift your mood, right? The other thing is overweight people move less. We know that. Being overweight is the number one cause of disease and death, or one of the number one causes of disease and death, right? It can lead to numerous things. So lack of movement leads to severe health issues, especially in combination with a bad diet. So if you're sitting all day, right, they say sitting's like the new smoking. If you're sitting all day, there's lack of blood flow, nutrients, energy, right? Things become stagnant. We see a ton of people with back pain, right? And people sometimes associate exercising and training with back pain. The truth is, if you have back pain or something happened in training, it was a buildup for years and years and years and years, usually compression on the spine or inflammation in the body, or you just happen to be sitting down for years and years at your job. So the key is to move more and to keep all the muscles, like melting the muscles and keeping them pliable, warm, and filled with energy, nutrients, and oxygen. Right? So the more you move, the greater your chances of injury are. So this is where the fear comes from, right? So we see, athletes, for example, they have about a 10% rate of injury, even youths. Let's say there's 30 million youths. This is what statistics say. 30 million youths working out, and about 3.5 million of them end up with some type of injury. So we know injuries are going to occur. It's a part of life, right? So we just need to get over that fact. Just in the last couple months, we've had clients that injured themselves doing laundry. In their sleep, someone moved over wrong, injured their shoulder, pulling luggage, making their bed. So injury is going to happen at some point in time. Typically, it's part of life. But not moving and not doing exercise is the most dangerous thing you can do. And getting injured is not an excuse for stopping moving. This is something we tell people who suffer from back pain, is bed rest is the worst possible thing you can do for an injury, right? So I recently tore my pec right off the bone, and I had it reattached, and it's recovered quickly. And one of the attributes to that is, one, the surgeon did an awesome job, so I'm super grateful for that. I had good therapy, but I also exercised. And I wasn't necessarily moving this a lot, but just exercising the rest of my body got nutrients and blood flow and more oxygen to the area that was injured, and created the recovery it made the recovery go much faster. So don't let injury deter you from continuing to work out, and don't let the thought of injury create fear in your mind so that you don't exercise or decide to join a training program or something to that effect, right? Get over that fear, accept that it could possibly happen. You want to minimize the risk, right? So every step we take in training, we try to minimize the risk, and based on science and research. And so that's the way you want to go with exercise. So security, safety, stability while you're doing exercise and movement. And then once you move past a certain phase, where we call it the cognitive phase, right, is where the movements are kind of shaky, you're not really getting it too well, But once you start to get it, your nervous system and your neuromuscular system are connected in a way that allows you to get the movement better. Then you can progress to the next exercise. So part of the problem is jumping too fast into exercises that you're not prepared for. But final thing, injuries are going to occur at some point in time, but not exercising is more harmful and devastating to your body. All right, this is Ian Hart with EarthFitTraining.com. Enjoy.